Former Olympian, Commonwealth Games silver medalist and sporting champion Alison Kirbishley was recently guest of honour at Newcastle Racecourse to help celebrate the achievements of Northumberland's young sporting volunteers through the Step Into Sport programme. Step Into Sport is a programme designed to engage young people aged 16 to 19 and encourage them to volunteer within quality community clubs in their county. Organised and delivered by Northumberland Sport and funded by Sport England, young volunteers and club and school representatives were invited from across the county to celebrate the achievements of the young volunteers who have helped make a real impact in the local communities on Northumberland.
Well, I can't speak highly enough of volunteers and how they've affected my career for the better. From the age of 12, as I got involved in athletics at Middlesbrough and Cleveland, it was a whole host of volunteers that brought me through the ranks into my international career and sadly retirement at the age of 26. But it was, you know, when I look back, the whole host of volunteers, the unpaid people, the people that don't really get recognised, that are the lifeblood of my sport, particularly athletics, track and field, the officials, the people that turn up day in, day out to run the sport. You know, as an athlete performing, you can't thank them enough because, as I said, they're unpaid. They enjoy it just as much as we do, but sadly it's the athletes that get the plaudits at the end of the day.
2012 is looming larger by the day. Every Olympic Games relies on thousands of volunteers, from those who are just going to direct people into car parks to those who've had a pretty much direct role in the lives of the athletes who are going to represent Great Britain. And it may well be that you will come across people, or have come across people, who are going to excel in their own sport and go on and perhaps represent their country. But if they don't, that doesn't matter. You've still given people an opportunity that might not have been there in the past.
Just think, the London Olympics and Paralympics is just 4.5 years away. I'd also like to personally thank the club volunteer coordinators and the school mentors who've helped place and support young people. Sport couldn't survive without volunteers. If you look at the range and the breadth of the sports that have benefited, it's huge. There's rugby, there's football, there's equestrian, there's netball, but there's also organisations like the Cubs which generate a huge amount of support for young people.
Neville Duncan of Northumberland Sport highlighted the tremendous success of the Step Into Sport programme and the dedication, motivation and enthusiasm shown by the young volunteers, clubs and school sport partnerships around the region.
Such a good feeling to see someone do something well or look at you and go, yeah, that's how I did that, thanks. And it just gives you so much good feeling inside of like, yeah, I've really helped that person and they really appreciate it. So anyone that's having doubts about it, don't. It's really worthwhile doing something because it helps loads of people. You'll do a session with about 30 kids and almost all of them will say thanks, yeah, really good, really enjoyed that.